Hey everyone, this is Alicia Cummings on my joyous journey. Bear with me while I put a little makeup on. I just thought that maybe I would talk since I'm in a mood to just express myself. Um, I'm praying that all is well with everyone. Thank you for listening to my video. I hope you stay towards the end, to the end. While you're at it, sitting here listening, maybe you could please press the like button, share, subscribe, and possibly even leave a comment on what I'm talking about tonight. I didn't plan it. I'm just kind of, I wouldn't say venting, but maybe someone could relate to what I'm saying here. I'm an older woman, okay? And so blessed and thankful to have my mother here, or, really missing my dad. He was a real one. um, but my thing here is that first let me mention that not only my blessed that my mom is here, I show my gratitude and empathy and empathize with those who do not have their parents or their mother or their father, still on this earth at this moment. You know, that's all I can really say about that. Because I don't know. Let's just put it this way. Just, those who do have and cherish your mother and your father, your grandparents alike, you know, um, I'm coming in peace, you know. I never want to, I was always pretty argumentative when I came to my mother. I always want her to see my side of things and just like kind of like forcing it on her. You might as well say, but you need to listen to me. When someone's dead set on not listening to what you have to say or just not respecting your mind, whether it's your mother or anybody, you know what I'm saying? Always try to keep your cool and, stay level headed and, just remember, that, you're still blessed to have your parents or who are your caregiver, whoever took care of you and raised you. Okay. You know, I have like gotten to the point where I spent most of my life trying to argue and debate and tell someone where I'm coming from and still to be disrespected in a way that my mind does not respect it. Or how I feel about certain things, you know. And you ever had anyone basically just tell you you're a liar? You're a liar, and I don't believe nothing that you say if it doesn't, um, if it doesn't come together with what I'm talking about, not me, the other person, what they want, and it's their way or the highway. And to be talked down to like you are a child. I am 51 years old. My birthday is coming up very soon. But it doesn't matter how old you are to respect your parents. Because it says in the Bible, honor thy mother and thy father, for thy days shall be longer. Children, obey your parents. But it also says, parents, do not provoke your children to wrath. I'm literally crying out without doing it to my, I can't say, I don't know how to do this right. I'm crying out, just begging and pleading, you might as well say, without even having to do it. Like, please believe me. Why does God have to show you, you know? Because then things happen the hard way. And I'm telling you, I was literally disrespectful for many years to my mom because I didn't even realize I was just being like that. But I just wanted my point to come across to her so bad. But what can you do when someone's not hearing you? They're not trying to. What do you do with somebody you want to have a relationship as mother and daughter, sisters, sister and brother, or whatnot, and you are being rejected from every angle? Well, that's a part of me because I've been rejected mostly all my life. I was rejected. I had a spirit of rejection over me. I don't have that anymore. It's the fact that it seems like maybe the truth is getting to certain people about me that they don't want to come to terms with it, don't want to believe it, but always want me to be the old person that I used to be. And it's frustrating, but it's heartbreaking. And there is no other way around it. Sometimes you have to meet people where they're at. I mean, you might as well say every time. If they're going to be in your life, if they're a part of your life, even if they're not even your family, they could be a distant friend. They could be just a stranger may start going off on you if you've been in where you are, and you don't know that person. These days, is that a good idea to be argumentative with just a random person? What about those your loved ones? What about many times you've been left out of family gatherings? What about, because you're the black sheep, okay? The black sheep goes through so much trying to be accepted by people that will not accept them. It's always going to be a problem. There's always got to be. It don't do anything. Don't say any. You have to keep things between you and God. Whatever you're going through, you don't always have a therapist to talk to or a life coach or anything like that. Sometimes it's best to keep it between you and God. Whatever it is. Because some people just don't hear you. They know it. Some of they know. They know. Just gonna keep on. Want that old person back so bad. And then once you get to the point where you kind of slip up and you say something, it's all bad. The power of life and death are in the tongue. And no matter what the black sheep says, if you say one wrong word, you're condemned. You're not listened to. You're not heard. They want it their way or no way. Then they come with, if I don't hear you apologize to me for what you said, even though all the stuff that they said about you and to you, and just basically should just blatantly say, I don't give a dang on what you go through. I don't give a dang on what you say. I don't care. It's going to go this way or no way. Maybe holding money over your head. Maybe holding valuables over your head. Or maybe just holding their words over your head so you can constantly think about them over and over again when you having a quiet time in your mind. And you can hear the person's voice yelling these things at you. But then snap out of it because you love them. No matter how much love they do not show you or they do show you, you always remember that you love them. You love them. You could say that they love you. Sometimes we say things that we don't mean to people. I know I have. I've said it to my own daughter who can't even express herself verbally because she's nonverbal. And it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't to shut her down or nothing like that. These are months and months later, and I feel the pain, her pain. I feel her, not because someone said something to me. I'm just seeing just her being her. And I'm apologizing for it. I'm apologetic because she knows some things, but a lot of things she doesn't understand. And she's, on the spectrum, the autism spectrum. She's so smart. She's so sweet, you know. She does some things, and a long time ago was pretty rambunctious. Kept me on my toes. She still does. She still does. She's getting older, and I'm getting older. If I have to spend the rest of my life showing her and just, showing my gratitude for her, because I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't have her, if I wasn't taking care of her and raising her. And there were some other things that are, people in my life that helped me grow. So the things with arguing with other family members, or, I don't have friends, but it's nothing compared to love that I show her and love her and can show so much more, an abundance of love. And let the Lord keep working on me every day and working on her. I'm sorry if I made someone upset or anything, or, talking about this is real life. I'm here to uplift you, empower you, and, encourage you, to be strong at all costs, and continue to show love, the agape love that the God gives you. Just be strong, be diligent, focus on your goals, focus on your purpose in life, what God's purpose is for you. And that's what it boils down to. I can quickly read a scripture. In Romans 8:28, says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. And whether you feel like you're alone and you're fighting in this world, like don't you know that you're not living in vain, you know. And there's one other scripture I have here. It's Romans 8:31. What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? God created us all. We all are, what I'm saying, we all are we were created in the image of Christ, of the Lord. And just be strong in him. God will take you places that no one will ever, because they're not capable of doing what God can do for you. No matter of an argument with your mother, your sister, your brother, when I just always keep in mind, you're going to show love and you can love them from afar. Nobody saying that you have to stay away from them or anything, but keep your mind steady and keep your eye and keep your mind on Jesus. He's the one that can see you through every obstacle that you go through. And we're going to go through them. Every new level, there's a new devil. And we have to remember that we're going through seasons, and seasons change. We change, the seasons change. Leave it in this season, whatever it is that is bothering you and boggling your mind and got you over here just on 100. Okay? You want to take it on down. Get some exercise in. You go walk. Do some sort of exercise that you like to do. Do some deep breathing. Journal. There's things that you can do that'll keep you afloat and feeling good and feeling good. Feel good about yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You've come far and a long way. I love you. I want to go to sleep because I need to get some rest. But you'll have a good night and peace.